do I like and dislike about Valentine's Day? What's to like about Valentine's Day?
Of all the holidays, probably like bottom of the barrel, bottom of the wine barrel. Wine, is that in barrels?
The idea behind Valentine's Day is good, I suppose.
It's just a way to get people to spend more money on shit you don't need. Candy, fancy dinners.
I don't like that it's a capitalist lie invented to move greeting cards and chocolate and make people go to Outback Steakhouse.
Every day is about love, and you don't need a special day all pink and hearts and stuff for it.
How do you think Valentine's Day came to be?
Well, that's actually a funny story.
I'm pretty sure Valentine's Day originally must have been some sort of pagan tradition, as most things are.
So back in 1743, a man named Mr. Valentino, he was born.
And got co-opted by Catholics or something. Is that right? I actually don't know.
And then 3 months later, he actually rapidly grew into an adult. Kind of fucked up and not talked about enough.
Wasn't there a Disney Channel episode of some sort of show that explained the background?
And he ate a bunch of candy hearts.
There was a Roman festival of Lupercalia held in mid-February.
He decided, you know what, I'm going to make a holiday named after myself.
The festival, which celebrated the coming of spring, included fertility rites.
It was a fuck fest.
And it actually was going to be, he wanted to call it, it's Valentine. Like, it's Valentine.
And the pairing off between women and men by lottery.
That's fucking... Yeah, maybe our Valentine's Day is better.
But it was actually a misprint back with the old printing press, and it came out as Valentine.
At the end of the 5th century, Pope Gelasius I replaced Lupercalia with St. Valentine's Day.
He actually wrote a, kind of like the Ten Commandments, similar to the old biblical text.
Okay, there you go, Catholic. So I was right.
That you must buy chocolate and you must, roses, all that stuff.
Yeah, Lupercalia. Wasn't that in Sabrina?
I think that's how it came to be, or at least that's what I was told growing up.
What is wine?
What is wine? I mean, that is the question. What is anything?
Wine is vino.
I think that wine is a beverage. It's a liquid.
It's, I don't know, it's grapes that have been fermented.
It's usually in a bottle with a cork. Usually kind of tastes like shit.
That's it. That's literally it. It's just alcohol made from grapes.
Different colors, red, pink, whitish, kind of yellow. It's something that people drink to feel fancy and feel good and then feel bad the next day.
How is your relationship with wine?
My relationship with wine? I don't have one.
So here's the thing with wine. It's like, I've had some that I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good. And then I've had plenty of others that I just take a sip and I'm like, God, this just tastes bad. I don't know anything about wine. I couldn't tell you anything. I don't even know why it's called wine. Was somebody just whining?
Grimm. Yeah. Surprise first.
Wait, what? Surprise first?
What? The surprise is at the beginning?
What does that mean?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh my God. Thank you. You know what? I was just kind of shitting on Valentine's Day earlier, but it's not so bad. What do we got? Let's check it out.
This is nice. Elmer chocolate. No expense spared.
Spared no expense.
This is what it's all about.
I had a bunch of queso earlier. I don't think I want to.
I think I'll eat it now.
Those will just stay right here, but we can... Oh.
It's orange. Orange cream.
Later.
All right, it's our first wine. We're whining and dining. Dining on some chocolates, whining with some wine. And it's fine. Cut that.
We have a red wine.
Reddish, it's a red wine, I would say. That's a thing, red wine. There's a song.
Right? This is a red wine. It's physically red. It's kind of a deep purple.
It smells, I can smell it from here. It smells like wine, definitely.
I don't know anything about wine. I don't know how you're supposed to enjoy it or how you're supposed to take it in. It smells nice. It smells like red wine. Yeah, it smells like grapes.
Let's take a drink.
I'm gonna give it a taste, so.
Oh, pinky out. This is a fancy affair. I got a bow tie. I look like a goof, all right? I look like Pee Wee Herman.
This is crack.
But to be fancy, pinky out. Here we go.
Yeah, it tastes like every red wine I've ever had.
It tastes like wine.
A little juicy.
But it does taste basically like the Dracula thing, so I think this is probably the same stuff.
Kind of. Actually, it's better than ones I've had, because in the past for a happy hour, there was, I believe, a cocktail that had red wine in it, and it had this, like, really disgusting wood flavor to it, and it seems to be missing, unless this is the same type, but it does taste a little bit better to me.
Not very good, though, personally. I'm not a huge fan.
It's got, like, a buttery thing going on. It's weird. The finish is salty, buttery, kind of gross. I don't really like this type of wine.
You know, after the second drink, it's not as bad as I kind of said on the first drink. Like I said, I don't know a lot about wine. I don't really like wine, but I like mead. I've had mead, and that's like honey wine, right? Isn't that what mead is? And on this second drink, this actually tasted a little more meaty. Not meaty. It doesn't taste like meat.
Would you say this has more of an aroma or a bouquet?
I don't fucking know.
I don't actually know what that means, so...
All right, so first of all, I'm going to say it's more of a bouquet. After a few drinks, I think it's more of a bouquet. It's not super aroma-y, so I guess the other option is bouquet.
But I'm going to, just completely making it up. I'd say, I don't know what it means. Can you explain?
Aroma is the smell of a younger wine, and a bouquet is a
like a
complex, older wine.
Okay, so going off of that, I'm just going to say it's between. It's in the middle.
How is the mouthfeel?
It's buttery. It's a buttery mouthfeel.
The mouthfeel is red.
It's liquidy, kind of viscous. I don't know what to tell you. It's fucking wine, man.
Do you detect any tannins?
Yeah, I'm getting a small amount of tannins from this. Just a hint. A small dab of tannins in this.
So this is a Cabernet.
Cabernet.
Pairs with red meat and red sauces. Has subtle flavors of blackberry, plum, toasted oak, and hints of vanilla.
I get the blackberry for sure. I mean, it's in the look. Definitely get the taste.
Cost is $3 to $5.
For the wine is $5. Okay, some cheap ass wine.
$3 to $5. That's the thing about wine, is it seems like it's really cheap or it's really, really expensive, right? Isn't that like, there's not really a middle ground. It's like you either get the cheap shit or you get the really expensive fancy stuff, and it's kind of going to do the same thing, right? So might as well just go cheap.
Is the fact that it's so cheap mean it's not aged very much? The world may never know.
And there's 12% alcohol by volume.
Okay, so it's very high alcohol content, I would say. I mean, for wine, isn't wine usually pretty low, like beer?
So this is complicated, because right off the bat I took, and I was like, I don't like this. And then the second one, the more I drank, it really wasn't that bad.
I'd say, for me, this isn't something I'd go out of my way to drink. It's perfectly fine. It's just, now that I know it has a higher alcohol content than I expected, you can kind of taste it. It's just not very pleasant to me. Not my type of drink.
I'm gonna say kind of like a middle ground here, like a little, like probably like a 55% like approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
All right, what's next on the menu as far as this wine tasting extravaganza? Okay, this one's a little lighter.
All right, so this is more what I'm familiar with.
It's very pink. Ooh, got some bubbles.
A little bit of the bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly.
This is probably more my speed.
The pink, bubbly, sparkly, Moscato, pink, whatever. This is what I've seen, and I think I know what this tastes like, because I think I've had this, and I think I was like, this is not bad. I could drink this.
Smells more kind of bitter and tart. Looks a little bit lighter and less thick. I'm gonna taste it. Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, that's good. It's not very strong, really. Like the last one was a little bit of a stronger flavor.
It tastes like strawberries or like some sort of, almost like just sparkling grape juice, you know?
To me, this is pretty smooth and not even really that flavorful or strong, but I enjoy it. Yeah, this is good. I like this. It's kind of like if you took, I don't know, Sprite.
Maybe some Sprite.
Mixed a little fruit in there of some sort and a little bit of pink.
Would you like to check out its legs?
Its legs.
But I like to check out its legs, the wine's legs.
Okay, so if it has to do with, I don't know what that means.
So you swirl it and that's checking out the legs.
Is it something to do with like how thick it is or something, or?
Ooh, those are some nice legs there.
Doesn't that have to do with the alcohol content? Like the higher the... Okay, well that's just from like other types of alcohol. I've heard of that, but they look thickish, thinnish. This is the problem when you don't have any context or any benchmark to go off of. I'm literally guessing. So I'm gonna say it has medium legs.
So legs is how thick or slow on the rim. Thicker, slower legs means a higher alcohol content.
Is there no objective answer to it?
Look, man, I ain't a wine expert.
Okay, neither am I, so I don't know. I would say this has some legs. There are legs in here. I don't know the quality of them, though. So, sorry, guys, I don't know.
How's the body of the wine?
The body, it's probably how heavy it is. So if the previous one was more of a heavy-bodied one, I'd say this is a lighter body,
I think it's a great body. 10 out of 10.
which I like. I don't want to be chugging thick wine sludge. This is like soda.
Take a big drink and tell me about the length.
It's not too long, not too short, just right. You know, it's the perfect length, I would say. This is all around length, girth, everything fits right in. All right, so I'm gonna guess that this is a pink Moscato whatever, or something like that.
So this is a pink Moscato.
Oh, all right. Well, I've had this before then.
I would guess that it's under $10.
This costs between $5 to $18. This wine pairs with white meats, fish, cheese, light pasta, and desserts.
I never thought about having wine with dessert, but I guess if you were gonna, this is probably the best one. It's very sweet, very light and refreshing, as opposed to red wine, which is like very heavy and like it's like the opposite of refreshing.
I'd give it a thumbs up. I'd give it 2 thumbs up. This is very, very good. I don't know if I'll drink a better wine than this tonight. I really enjoy this. In fact, bottoms up! 2 thumbs up.
Looks like this one's got some foam. Yeah, this looks good too. Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself.
This one's actually even more bubbly than the last one. I would say there's at least 15% more bubbly in this. It's pink as well, a little more foamy, kind of like you're at the beach. You got some goose shit over here, annoying kid over there, probably some fish over there, and then that froth on the beach water. I don't think it's gonna taste like beach water, but we'll find out. Let's smell it.
Oh, wow.
Definitely a different smell.
Smells like really different.
It's different from the last. It's different from the last 2. They've all been different. Even though it looks like the last one, it smells different.
There's something going on in there, like maybe something's been added to it, but we'll see. I'm gonna give it a try.
Ooh, that's good too.
Yeah, this is weird. It's like foamy. It's not bad. It's just strange.
I came in saying like, wine sucks, I don't like wine. And here I am, at least 2 of them I'm thoroughly enjoying.
It's like too sweet for me.
I don't know, it's almost like watermelon-y or something. Watermelon or like strawberry maybe?
It smells like strawberries or something. Like it's very intense. It's crazy. It's like giving me that, you know, like where your saliva glands just start like, it like almost hurts. It's like eating like sweet tarts or something. It's weird.
Oh god, I'm dying. Wrong pipe.
How would you say the balance of this wine is?
Well, if the balance is between like say sweet and like other flavors, I'd say it's not balanced because it's very, to me it just tastes very sweet.
I would say the balance is quite even. You know, it's got a nice flavor to it. It's got a nice look. There's a balance there.
It's like extremely sweet, like cloyingly sweet. But I don't like sweet stuff.
How was your finish?
My finish was great.
Can you elaborate on the structure of the wine?
Structure, I'd say 3.
So this is a sparkling wine.
Definitely sparkling because it's got a lot of the foamy head, almost like a beer or something.
It's raspberry.
Raspberry.
Raspberry. I said watermelon. I said strawberry. It was raspberry.
That's what it is. It's raspberry. It tastes like raspberry candy. I thought it was strawberry. It tastes like a fruit roll-up. That's what it tastes like. It just tastes like a fruit roll-up.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is a more expensive one. Maybe it's $20 or $25 or something.
This is between $5 to $6.
So this is actually cheaper than the past one. I actually thought maybe it was a little more expensive. I'd say it would pair well with maybe like a pretzel and cheese from the mall. God, that sounds good. Oh man.
This pairs with buttercream sauces, shrimp, shellfish, shortbread cookies, and fruit-based desserts.
Oh, and pretzels and cheese.
I could see the cookies for sure. This is even more dessert than the last one. I wouldn't imagine eating shrimp with this. That'd be so weird. Like dip the shrimp in it. A little shrimpy, I don't know. It's fucking nasty.
And is 5% alcohol by volume.
So it's a light, bright, good night.
So the least alcoholic. I wonder if the bubbliness has something to do with the amount of alcohol, because the past two were more bubbly, less alcohol. I don't know.
Too sweet for me. It's not my favorite. I really prefer the last one because it was more of the balance between sweet and, I guess, bitter or like tart or sour or something, whereas this is just very, I couldn't drink very much more of this. But I like the body of it. Like it's lighter, it's more bubbly because of the sparkling, carbonation. I like that part of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is also enjoyable, and because I don't know what the other wine is gonna be, I better finish this one too. It's a good finish.
Ooh, the first white of the night.
So this one is our, I guess, do you call it a white wine?
Kind of a light green.
It's more like a greenish little bit of bubbles, but it's not sparkling like the past one. Visually, I mean, the last one was the most appealing. This one is kind of dull. Let's see what it smells like.
Smells good, kinda.
Oh, there's something kind of strong.
Kinda smells bad, actually.
It's like a sea dragon above the sea coming out, and the sea dragon I'm smelling that sea dragon. I don't know what the hell that means.
It smells kind of dirty, and not in like a sexual way. I'm gonna taste it, but I'm scared.
Let's take a drink. Oh, no, I don't like this.
Looks like detergent water.
I'm not a big fan.
Tastes like detergent water, and kind of smells like dishes left in a sink. This is gross.
I think this is a dry wine. It tastes dry. It's like I take a drink and I feel my mouth dry up, like the desert, like the Sahara. It's sand, it's rough, it's coarse, it gets everywhere.
I don't like sand.
Do you detect any tannins?
Oh yeah, tons. I don't know. I don't know what tannins is.
So tannins is the taste or sensation of being dry or puckering.
This is just tannis. Tannis out the anus.
It's very dry.
It's flavorful, but not like a good flavor. Balance-wise, I would say it's not balanced well. The mouthfeel is bad. It tastes like what watching paint dry is like. It doesn't taste like paint. Actually, it kind of does a little bit.
Do you detect any cork taint?
Cork taint.
Is that a real thing?
Yes, my favorite. I love cork taint.
Yeah, this one is full of the taint.
I think there might be some cork taint going on in here, because, like, what's cork made of? It's like its own thing, right? It's like, what's cork made of, literally? Is it wood or something? Or what the fuck is cork? Who makes cork? Where does it come from? Is there, like, cork wood and they, like, pop it? This is weird. It's something I actually don't know. Is it something that I have buried in my brain? Is cork taint like the cork kind of mixes in there with the flavor and it tastes bad or something?
So cork taint is an undesirable aroma and or flavors in wine often associated with wet cardboard or moldy basements.
Yes, that's so accurate. This tastes like a moldy basement. It tastes like cardboard.
It smells like mold. I was gonna say it smells dirty.
Let's put some cardboard in a glass, throw some moldy basement on there, and yeah, crush up some grapes, I guess. Let it sit for a few years or however wine works, I don't know. And then let's drink it. People pay money for this. Like, people pay money to drink a moldy basement.
It's pretty unpleasant, honestly. I don't know why I keep drinking it. It's kind of like when something hurts and you kind of, like when you bite your lip and you do it, it's like I keep tasting it. The worst part too is that the last one was so sweet. And this one is literally like, if you had two ends of the spectrum, this is on one end, and I'd say the other one's on the other end. It's just such a jarring contrast that, yeah, it makes it even grosser to taste.
So this is a Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio.
All right, so that's a fancy name. This is the fancy stuff.
It pairs with chicken, light pasta, seafood, and salad.
And moldy pasta.
I would say that this pairs well with nothing.
How much do you think this costs?
They should pay you to drink it. So I don't know, like, it probably costs a lot. It probably costs like $40.
It costs between $3 to $5.
All right, that's, I was gonna say, if this one's like 30, 50 bucks or something, like
12% alcohol by volume.
Well, at least if you drink it, it'll fuck you up.
I'm gonna give this one a thumbs down.
Bad. Mold bad. Taint bad.
It's not god fucking awful, but it's just not good.
Some people like taint in their drinks, but it's not for me.
And if I'm gonna drink something, I'd rather it be good than, shit.
Put a cork in it, and not in a tainty way.
Do you feel tipsy at all?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little tipsy. That's probably from, all the wine.
It's the final wine. Dun, dun. Ooh. Whoa.
This looks almost orange.
Kind of an orange caramel, whatever you say that won't make you yell at me.
It's kind of got like a fiery, like a royal kind of ember kind of thing to it. I like the look. How's it smell?
Kind of smells like red wine though.
Strong. Let's switch it around. Look at them legs. Right? That's the thing. Feels weird to say, like...
The legs are like that of a wyvern in that they drip with venom. The legs are really legging it. Or they're not legging it. They're taking their sweet ass time to drip like a fucking Goosebumps book. The bouquet is gaudy and full of smork, as they say. The body is lean and ready for harvest.
I can tell by the smell that I don't think I'm gonna like the taste. I want to say this is probably also maybe dry. It's got just a thing I don't like. So let's, I guess, just take a drink and see what our final wine is. Oh.
Whoa.
It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
That is like totally different from all the other ones.
But it's also not great. But it's not awful.
It's like a deep, kind of spicy, almost not peppery, it's still sweet.
So I guess I'd say the balance for this is good, because I can't quite decide, good or bad.
I was expecting it to taste like the red wine, and it doesn't. It tastes like candy almost, like a good candy. What the fuck is that?
This one is like I drink it and it's weird. It's like my brain and my taste buds are like, you like this. No, you don't. It's like this weird complex. That's what the mouthfeel is it's not sure. It's like bipolar kind of. So aroma is if it's a younger, right? Bouquet is an older. I think this is younger. It's got plenty of years to grow. Gonna make a lot of mistakes. Probably make a lot of life changes, but a lot of potential.
This is a blackberry wine.
Wow, okay. Blackberry wine. I wouldn't have guessed that, but it has kind of a deeper... I guess I don't know what... I've eaten blackberry jam before. I don't know how similar the flavor is,
And this wine is a surprise. Do you know why it's a surprise, Grimm?
Because I don't know what it is, so it's technically a surprise regardless of what you say?
No, I don't know why it's a surprise, because you didn't say there was a surprise this time.
You cannot purchase this wine.
Oh god, what did you do? Is this made from bodily fluid or something? Is it
This is homemade wine.
What?
You made this?
I obtained this.
You obtained it, so you didn't make it. Someone else made it. Is it Zach? Did Zach make this wine?
It's actually really good, I'd say this might be my favorite one. It's really got a good flavor to it.
All right, so you obtained this wine. How did you obtain it? What did you have to do to get this?
The cost of this wine was friendship, networking, and who you know.
Friendship, networking, who you know, can get you far in life.
How alcoholic do you think this wine is?
Since it's homemade, I'm guessing it's highly alcoholic. 10%? Is it like Price is Right? 12!
13.
We don't know.
Oh, we don't know. Then why do you ask if you don't know?
It tastes alcoholic, but it tastes pretty good, especially knowing that friendship went into this. That makes it taste even better.
It tastes strong to me. I'd say it probably is up there, yeah.
What do you think would pair well with this?
Sitting next to my good buds, hanging out. If it took friendship to get it, I think it'd take friendship to enjoy it. And I'm enjoying it by myself, but I'm here with my friends. This is the wine of friendship.
I like it. This was my favorite one. It tastes fizzy despite there being no fizz. It's really weird. It kind of reminds me of a hot pepper or something. There's something in it that it's probably the alcohol, honestly. It just burns your mouth. But it tastes... Ooh. I can't do that.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I will give this one a thumbs up.
And I can feel the fog of inebriation coming over me. So I'm gonna stay chaste, as it were.
Thumbs up for friendship.
We did the wine. We didn't dine. It was fine.
Drank some wine, and I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I was gonna.
Ranking them. So I'm gonna go from the bottom to the top.
At the bottom is gonna be the Pinot Gregoria or whatever.
5th place is tainted wine.
Then the red wine, the Cabernet.
4th place is the red wine, the Sauvignon, whatever, I can't remember. Fuck it.
Then probably the homemade.
3rd place would be Raspberry Delight.
Then the Pink Moscato.
2nd place is the Moscato.
And then I think the Raspberry Sparkling.
I'm gonna give 1st place to the Blackberry one.
I like the bubbly. I like the pink.
It was really good, and different. I just think like that will give you the worst hangover of your life because it's basically like moonshine and like it's wine. Like wine gives you the worst hangovers, so like I'm not touching that shit like ever again because it's not that good.
The homemade, I mean, and the fact knowing that somebody made that, like, I mean, obviously people make all the wines, but like somebody, that's cool, made with friendship.
It's not good enough to like get drunk off of it, if that makes sense. Fine with a little cheese, a little cracker.
The red one was just, it's not my personal thing. I wouldn't drink that if I had to drink a wine. And then the bottom one just sucked.
So I don't know if this has like changed my opinion on wine. I'm still very indifferent to it. It's fine. Wine is fine.
Valentine's is it's the day of love, right? It's the time of love, even though we missed the boat on Valentine's Day, but that's all right. Because like I said, it's not limited to one day. It's not limited to 1 month or 1 year. It's all the time. Spread the love all the time. Spread the wine all the time. God, that sounded pretty good. Wine time.
There aren't that many things that rhyme with wine, so I'm not gonna keep trying.
Spread the wine all the time, and you'll be just fine.
So yeah, it's belated Valentine's, so yeah, fuck Valentine's Day.